I am Stephen Pownall. I'm the Health and Social Care Account Director at Neuven Solutions. We are a neutral vendor and we support around 50 health and social care clients currently manage their bank and temporary labour workforce. For a couple of reasons actually. The main one was we attended last year and we found it really valuable. From a networking perspective, we have maintained some relationships from last year's strategy forum. We found the event itself was really well organised, really interactive, set up in a way that as much as it's a busy couple of days, you genuinely do feel like you've got a lot out of it. So we wanted to replicate that again this year because it probably was the most valuable event we went to last year. And we found the same thing again. It's around letting people know, a reminder of what we do, how we do it, and also the changes. There's been a lot of developments in our technology and the way that we run, so it's great to meet clients that we already work with and potential clients to tell them where we're up to. Really well, so they mean I have time with people that I might not necessarily come into contact throughout the days. So the good thing is we've requested a meeting with them, they've requested a meeting with us, so we know there's something valuable to discuss. So they've been really good. 15-minute conversations, which are quite often turned into a conversation later in the day where you carry on talking about what you do. From my perspective, there's a lot of healthcare providers here, so it's interesting to learn how they're different, not only in size or agency spend or how they work, but in their values and their culture. So I've very much picked that up throughout the conversations. Yeah, so we have, I think, 5 or 6 meeting requests for next week, which we need to organise when we get back home later today. A couple of requests for demos of our system, and even people that we didn't have meetings booked in with. This is really good in a way. They've heard from our existing clients who are here today, oh, you should speak to Steph and Ian at Neuven and find out what they do. So even though we didn't book a meeting in, they've approached me and asked for a meeting to be booked in next week. So a lot to go through next week and follow up on actually. I was discussing this last night actually with a couple of new people that I've met. The big difference for me is when you go to other events, there feels like there's a divide. You're either stood behind a stall and that's the divide, or I've even been to events where the companies go for lunch and then we go for lunch the hour after. So it feels really separate. Absolutely not here. We're all in the same mix, we're all doing the same activities, we're all listening to each other's presentations. So that divide is just completely gone, and that really helps with forming relationships and learning about each other. That for me is the standout thing. I would recommend it because it's a wonderful location, it's extremely well planned and run, it really is. Obviously wouldn't recommend it to a competitor because we want this space, but it's fantastic for building new business relationships, it's fantastic for learning about what the companies are working on, experiencing, what their focuses are, because that helps us keep up to date with that and learn how we can be part of that journey too. It's enjoyable, and I think everybody has said the same thing, that they're really glad they came. They will definitely come next year, so yeah, I would absolutely recommend it. It's been great again to come back a second year in a row and for it to be just as good, if not better than the previous year. Thank you to you guys for organising it.